Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back. I hope you people are staying safe at your home and enjoying your virtual classes. This is the continuation video, that is video number 5 of chapter number 3, that is elements, compounds, and mixtures. In the previous class, we have already studied about how to write the chemical formulas and what is the significance of the various chemical formulas. Okay, in today's class, we are going to start a new topic, that is mixture and what are its characteristics, and a comparison between compounds and mixtures and the different types of mixtures. Let's begin a new topic, that is mixtures. What is a mixture? A mixture is a substance that contains two or more different substances. Now these substances may be elements, compounds, or both, and they are mixed together in such a way that no chemical change occurs between them. Example, a mixture of different types of pulses or different things that can be mixed together and they can be easily separated. Okay, so that is known as the mixture. Okay, now the different types of substances that are present in a mixture are known as the components or its constituents. Example, air. Air is a mixture of different types of gases. Tap water. Tap water is again a mixture because it contains so many minerals, okay, and so many types of dissolved elements in it. Okay, oil in water, sugar, when it is dissolved in water, it is also a mixture. Soil consists of different types of elements that are present in it. Okay, and alloys are also mixtures because it is a mixture of two or more metals, non-metals, okay, and that are very useful to us. Okay, so now what is a mixture? A mixture is a substance that consists of two or more different substances or different components that are mixed together that in such a way that no chemical change occurs between the components of the mixture. Okay, now what are the characteristics of a mixture? A mixture does not show its own characteristic property. Okay, it exhibits the property of the original substance that is present in the mixture. Okay, and the components or the constituents, they are not present in any fixed ratio or proportion. Okay, and they can be easily separated by any physical methods of separation. There are different methods of separation that we are going to study by them, by the help of which these constituents can be separated. And the mixtures are not pure substances. Why they are not pure substances? Because they do not contain any one type of constituent or component. They consist of different types of components that are mixed together. Okay. Let us now study the difference between, what is the difference between compounds and mixtures. A compound is generally made up of two or more elements that are mixed together chemically, whereas a mixture is made up of two or more substances. They may be elements, then they may be compounds, okay, and they are not mixed together chemically. A compound always exhibits new properties, whereas mixtures do not exhibit new properties and they retain the properties of the individual components that are mixed together. In compounds, the ratio of components is always fixed, whereas in mixtures, the ratio of components is not fixed. And the compounds cannot be separated, the components of the compounds cannot be separated by physical methods, whereas the components of the mixture can be easily separated by using certain physical methods. Then compounds are always pure substances, whereas mixtures are always impure substances because the ratio is not fixed. Understood? Now, there are different types of mixtures. Now, with the help of this flow chart, we are going to study the different types of mixtures. Now, the classification of mixtures is based on two types. First classification is based on the distribution of components. Okay, how the components are distributed. So on the basis of this, the mixtures are broadly classified into two: the homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Now this homogeneous mixtures is again divided into two types. One is true solutions and the other is alloys. Okay, and the heterogeneous solutions is divided into two types: the suspensions and colloids. And now we are going to study each of these types, heterogeneous and homogeneous, along with its by classification, or again they are classified into true solutions and alloys, and heterogeneous into suspensions and colloids, one by one in detail. So let's start. The first type of mixture is the homogeneous mixture. Now, when the components of the mixture are distributed uniformly, okay, or if we can say that the mixture have a uniform composition, then it is known as the homogeneous mixtures. Also, the components cannot be seen distinctly in these type of mixtures. Okay, then the properties of these type of mixtures or homogeneous mixtures, they remain same in all the parts of the mixtures. For example, in the diagram given below, you can see that we cannot distinguish the components in a cup of a coffee or in a glass of a juice. What happens? The mixture, we cannot we cannot distinctly tell the components where the components are present, but it is mixed uniformly. The components are present everywhere in the mixture. Okay, and the properties of such mixtures, the homogeneous mixtures, remain same in all the parts of the mixture. Okay, for example, air is the homogeneous mixture. Lemonade, a glass of juice. Okay, now in homogeneous mixtures, the we cannot identify or differentiate whether the whether uh, one component is present where and the other is present where, but they will be present uniformly in the whole mixture. Now, homogeneous solutions or homogeneous mixtures are of two types. First is true solutions and the other is alloys. Now, in solutions, what happens? The solute particles, they dissolved in the solvent completely. For example, if we take a glass of water and dissolve some salt or sugar into it and stir it continuously, then after some time we see that the salt or the sugar that we are dissolving in the glass of water dissolves completely. Okay, and we cannot identify that where the salt or the sugar particles are present. Okay, so this type of mixture is known as the solution or a homogeneous mixture. Okay, now here what happens? The individual components cannot be seen distinctly. Example, salt and sugar water. Sea water is also a solution. Honey and orange juice. These are the certain examples of solutions. The second example of homogeneous mixtures is the alloys. Now, alloy is a mixture of metals, non-metals, or a metal and a non-metal. Okay, so what is an alloy? Alloy is a homogeneous mixture of two metals, non-metals. Okay, for example, copper, bronze, brass, all these are the example of alloys. The second type of mixture is the heterogeneous mixture. Now, to understand this, we'll perform an activity. We'll take a glass of water and we'll add some amount of oil into it and mix it perfectly. Okay, mix it properly. Okay, now what happens? After some time, we see that oil can be easily seen, okay, at different places in the glass of water. We can easily distinguish between oil and water. So this type of a mixture in which the elements or the components can be easily distinguished, or they can be specifically seen, and the clear boundary can be seen between them, and we can identify the different components of the mixture. These type of mixture is known as the heterogeneous mixture. Okay, and the properties of such mixture, the properties of the components, different components that are present in such a type of mixture are different. Okay, their property of oil will be different, and the property of water in the mixture will be different. So such type of mixture is known as the heterogeneous mixture. Example, smoke. Smoke is a heterogeneous mixture because the different type of gases that are present, okay, have different properties. The heterogeneous mixtures are of two types: suspensions and emulsions. So what is a suspension? A suspension, it generally contains small undissolved particles that are suspended in a fluid. The fluid may be water or it may be a gas. Now these particles can be easily seen, like we dissolve a flour, wheat flour, in a glass of water. Okay, before and okay, so this is again a suspension. Okay, chalk powder, it is again dissolved in the water. Okay, and when we stir it, we can easily see the particles. So these type of solutions are known as mixtures, are known as heterogeneous mixture, and the type of mixture, heterogeneous mixture, is a suspension. Okay, muddy water, mud can be easily identified, correct? So this is again an example of the heterogeneous mixture. Second type of heterogeneous mixture, or the example of heterogeneous mixture is the emulsion. Emulsion is the mixture of two or more immiscible liquids. Now what are immiscible liquids? Immiscible liquids are those liquids that do not completely mix with each other. Okay, and they form separate layers. For example, water and oil, when they are mixed together, then what happens? Oil can be easily distinctly visible from the water. Oil is distinctly separated, or we can easily identify the oil layer that is present in the water. Okay, so a mixture of oil in water is known as the heterogeneous mixture, and it is an example of an emulsion. Okay, so the second type of classification of mixtures is based upon the state of components. Till now, the homogeneous and the heterogeneous mixtures are based on the distribution of components. Okay, so now on the base of state of components, the mixtures are again of three types. The first is the solid-solid mixture. The solid-solid mixture in this means the components of the mixture are solid. Okay, for example, salt and pepper, the mixture of pulses, all these are, the components are solid only. Okay, or again the grains with their husk is another example of solid-solid mixture. The another example of mixture is the solid liquid mixture. For example, salt or sugar that is dissolved in water, sand dissolved in water, or a copper sulfate solution. In copper sulfate solution means copper sulfate is a chemical that is dissolved in water to form a copper sulfate solution. Okay, now here what happens? One, the solvent is the liquid, whereas the solute that is being dissolved is the solid. Okay. So this is the second type of mixture, solid liquid mixture. The third type of mixture is the liquid liquid mixture. Liquid liquid mixture means both the components, the solute as well as the solvent, both will be liquid. For example, alcohol is dissolved in water, or oil is mixed with water, or milk is mixed with water. So these are the three different types of mixtures based on the state of the components, and the state of matter are solid, liquid and gas. Okay, so here we have studied the three different types, that is solid solid mixture, solid liquid mixture and liquid liquid mixture. So that's all for today. I hope you people will have understood well. And one more thing I want to say, whenever you ask a question or you have any query and you type in the school app, then kindly I request you people to write your class also along with it, with your name, whenever you are asking a query, because sometimes it is not, if you are not writing your class, which section, which standard you are studying, then I'm not able to understand which class notes or which chapter exercise you are asking, or what doubt you are asking. Okay, so I request you people to please write down your class also along with the your question in the school app, and also complete your notes with the that are being provided to you. And that's all for today. I hope you people will be studying well, and that's all for today. So stay safe and take care of yourselves. Goodbye.